Sylacauga and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Pre-need, funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Preston Grant Bowen, age 17, of Childersburg, died Saturday, June 25th. Funeral service will be Thursday, July the 7th, 2 o'clock at Calvary Baptist Church in Childersburg with Reverend Paul Hickman Jr. officiating. There will be a private family graveside service to follow. Visitation at the church from 12:30 until 2. That's all tomorrow at Calvary Baptist Church in Childersburg. Fond memories and expressions of sympathy may be shared at CurtisandSonFH.com for the Bowen family. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Clemmy Jean Duck, age 93, of Vincent, died on Sunday. Visitation for Ms. Duck will be Thursday, 5 o'clock until 7 o'clock at Curtis and Son Funeral Home, and that'll be in Childersburg. Funeral service will occur on Friday at the Childersburg Chapel of Curtis and Son Funeral Home at 2 o'clock. Burial in the Vincent City Cemetery, Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Barry Reynolds, age 62, of Childersburg, is today at 2 o'clock from Valley View Church of God with Reverend Keith Owensby officiating. Burial in the Vincent City Cemetery. Visitation today is 1 until 2 at the church. Online condolences at CurtisandSonFH.com. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Memorial service for Drayton Buddy Patton, age 61, of Sylacauga, will be Friday at 6 p.m. from Radley Smith Funeral Home Chapel. Mr. Patton died Thursday, June 30th, at his residence. Visitation 5 till 6 on Friday evening at the funeral home. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Donald Wren Benefield, age 61, will be Friday at 2 o'clock from Papertown Baptist Church with Pastor Michael Frost officiating. Burial in the Talladega Springs Cemetery. Mr. Benefield died July the 2nd. Visitation Thursday, 6 till 8 o'clock at the funeral home. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Fannie Lee Crow Patterson died on Sunday. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Community Funeral Home. Octavius Cortez Fluker Smith, age 22, died Friday. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Community Funeral Home, 511 Edgewood Drive in Sylacauga. Freddie Lee Treese Barnett, age 88, of Sylacauga, died Sunday. There will be a graveside service Thursday at 11 o'clock from Evergreen Cemetery with David Carroll officiating. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Shebra Beavers, age 66, died Wednesday. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, Talladega, announcing. And the family of Lena Mendoza Smith, age 86, announce passing of Lena Smith. That was yesterday. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary. Melton Stowes died on Saturday. Funeral service will be 1 o'clock Friday at Mount Zion Baptist Church in Tallapoosa County. Burial in the church cemetery. And Shirley Peppers died Monday, July the 4th. Funeral service will be tomorrow, Thursday, July the 7th, 3 o'clock at Wright's Funeral Home Chapel, with interment following in the Hillview Memorial Parks. The family receiving friends on Thursday, 2 till 3 at the funeral home prior to the service. And Wright's Funeral Home, Alexander City, in charge of the arrangements. This obituary report this morning, courtesy of Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg, 256-245-4361.